Well, all right, folks, we're now going to bring in the big truck himself, Mr. Joel Watson. How are you today, sir?
Good. How are you?
I'm awesome. Were you able to consume the 2 games this week?
Yeah, I was able to catch them both. I had to watch the replay of the Saturday night game, but I seen them both.
Well, now, was the reason you had to watch the replay was because it cut off on NLL Plus or what?
Yeah, that was the.
No.
Once that happened, I switched over to the Leafs, and I wasn't going back.
Yeah, that's fair. It's unfortunate when that happened. I do wish, like, I feel like I tell people like every 5 weeks there's something egregious on the broadcast. It's not the play-by-play guy's fault or the analyst's fault. It's always something with the leagues, whatever they got going on. So we got to fix that before we're gonna be in trouble. Anyways, did you have a good weekend though?
Yeah, no, all good.
Good.
We got lots of snow up here and just outside Toronto, so it's snow covered and cold, but we're trucking along.
Yes, sir. All right, so let's start off with the first game. As good as Doug Jameson was in that game, Warren Hill was 10 times better, which makes no sense, but it was true. 49 saves on 51 shots on goal. Not only was it a 2 goals against, the 97% or whatever save percentage was pretty stinking historic as well. I know the defense was good, but what did you see from Hill specifically? Because he was wild.
Yeah, no, like obviously, coming into the season, there's a lot of question marks behind Warren.
Right.
I don't fully understand them all, but I know a lot of people from the outside see him as an up and down goalie, which sometimes he is, sometimes he isn't. But obviously Halifax brought in, I think they have 3 on the active roster, so maybe that lit a fire inside Warren a bit, and kind of just proving that it's still his net, and you're going to need to do a lot to take it from him. But yeah, no, like I think he broke three NLL records and then tied the goals against one. Like I think it was the longest period without a goal.
It's a lot, like 45 minutes, whatever.
The fewest guys to score in a game because Kurtz had both goals.
Correct.
I think there was one more, and then he tied with Watson and Vince on the fewest goals in the game. So like, pretty obviously historic weekend for him, and Warren's been through a lot this year, so I'm happy to see him do that.
Captain wants to know, did you notice the adjustments that Hill has made? He said Hill got beat upstairs. In this game, like, you watch the highlights for sure. Like, there was a lot of goals where like Warren Hill like makes a circus save he may not have done last year.
No, for sure. Like it was just one of those nights, right? I think he was just on, and then like you said, look at the other end. Like, how many empty netters did they have at the end?
2 or 3?
3, I think.
Yeah.
So again, another 8-goal performance by Doug.
Oh,
he's the only bright spot. Like,
yeah, that's right.
That Oshawa offense was like they were firing, but you got to score more than 2.
Now, Pat Gregoire came on the show yesterday and said it might be a little bit top heavy in Oshawa. Do you think there's value to goalies seeing different players, or do you think it's just like finding better shots, or what?
I'm not entirely sure about that. I think obviously you see the shots you see, right? And it's I guess it matters. I guess maybe sometimes it matters. Listen, these guys are all good shooters, so it's at the end of the day, like these guys can put the ball in there if they want to. But I'm not going to take anything away from Smoking Patty G. He knows what he's talking about as well. So
So your point about it might have inspired him on his own team to have a Justin Getty. I know that Hutchison was the backup on the roster sheet. Getty, along with Will McLeod, was a healthy scratch. So Getty's right there lurking in case something does screw up one of these days, which is awesome for Getty because he's still going to have a chance maybe. If Warren plays like this, no one's got a chance. I don't even care if your name is Drew Hutchison. But to your point, like, I also want to ask you about another motivating thing because, again, Dawson Nielsen, I said it yesterday, he had an IL Indoor article reminding people that Warren Hill did not play the final 4-man cup games. Doug Jameson did. And across from you in the same game as Doug Jameson, you outperform him even though he was great. Do you think that provided any motivation? You think it was just he was just really good that night?
No, like I'm pretty sure Warren and Doug have a great relationship in the summer. Like that team is filled with superstars. Like
Ooh.
it's not even really fair when it comes to
Yep.
Ontario. And then obviously New West put together a great team this year that forced Six Nations to 7 games.
Mm-hmm.
But like they rode the hot hand when it got down to the Mann Cup. Like it's not. And they did it the year before too. Like it's Dougie goes and he plays the last couple games. Like Dougie is an unbelievable. Like as good as Dougie is in the summer or in the winter, people don't understand how good this guy is in the summer. Like the nets are smaller. Like it's the bigger league. You get to use the wooden stick. Like it's
bigger spoon. Yep.
Yeah, it's a whole different ball game. But no, like obviously at the end of the day, they're both 3-time, 4-time Mann Cup champions. So I don't think this has anything to do with it. Obviously, they're friends, and you want to show the other one up, maybe. But I don't think the summer thing has nothing to do with it.
So you don't think that's the spark plug. You think it's just wanting to be great in general. Probably is the ultimate. That's fair
for sure.
Any thing you want to say about the game besides that, or are we ready to move on to the next one?
Yeah, no, I think we can move on. Yeah.
Cool. Calgary took on Saskatchewan. I do want to first get to Aiden Walsh because I've said it ad nauseum on the show. I thought Aiden Walsh played very well with Vancouver. Obviously, he's not Christian Del Bianco. So him being off for half of last season, and then this season, you come in, you are the guy, but early on, the rush get to you for whatever reason, whether it be your own defense or just you not playing well. And then he comes back and really has a great second half. What was your thoughts? And take me through the mind of what he might have been going through in that game.
Yeah. Obviously, first game, new team.
Yep.
Yeah, you go through training camp, but it's only a quick 3 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever it is. So I'm learning a lot of systems. I think Sask returned 19 of 21 players from that championship team. So, like that's a good, a really good team over there.
It's a recipe for goalie disaster.
For sure. And obviously, like, they got Zach Mans, they got Bobby Church. Bobby Church could be one of the best, he is one of the best goal scorers in the NLL, but could be the best. Like, if I need a goal, he might be the guy.
Up there, yeah.
So you just got to look at it that way. Like, and then, like you said, like Walsh, I think let 8 on however many shots in the first and second. They put McLeod in to finish the half, and like I said, Aiden came back in the second half and played lights out. I think he only gave up 4 in the second half.
Yeah.
But again, like we said this last week on the show, because Aiden Walsh's numbers were up in the top of the league last year when he came in, when he was with Vancouver. They're probably not going to be there this year
because
based on the team.
Correct.
But does that make him a bad goalie?
No.
And people have to realize that. Like it does matter what team you play on and what's in front of you. But yeah, honestly, good on Shooter and Troy there, the staff in Calgary for the adjustments they made, because it did make for a very exciting second half, and they almost did come back and beat them.
For the record, Aiden Walsh, like you said, 9 saves first quarter, 9 saves in the third quarter, which really helped him settle back in. They allowed 6 second half goals, but I think a couple of those were empty net. I believe
2 empty net goals at the end.
So it was 4, like you said.
It was 4, yeah.
You also made a great point about the goalie system, the system in front of the goalie that he has to learn. Sometimes goalie can be compared to quarterback, even though it is a way different athlete style. But really, a quarterback has to look at a system and has to learn a system. And like you said, if it was only got 4 weeks to do this because it is the NLL, you don't have all this time in the world to do it. And you pile on the fact that the new team in front of you, it does matter. So if it matters to a quarterback, it's got to matter to a goalie. So
for sure. Like, it could be night and day, the systems you play, and like the shots that you want to see versus the shots that they want to see. Like
and he might get better because the defenders might learn what he likes and stuff like that.
No, for sure. It's not gonna happen overnight. Like it's gonna be a bit of a process, and they're gonna work on it. And again, they're gonna play to his strengths, hopefully, and that's what and that's what they need to do.
Now let's flip to the other side. The Rush did end up pulling away, and I thought it was wild. Not only did they pull away, they covered the 2.5 that was on Cool Bet, which is incredible. So they did pull away 16-13 in the end. But I want to focus again on the defense of that side because they had this, like, it was at one point the score was 11-6, and that was like, it felt like a blowout 11-6. And somehow the Nets were down 14-13. Take me through what you saw from Chiliano and what you saw from the Rush defense. Did they let out the gas, or what? Or maybe Calgary found something?
Yeah, like I didn't think Frankie played all that well in the second half.
Fair.
I think Frankie's the best when he's standing up tall and kind of moving side to side, and then when he
Right.
gets down, that's when he kind of gets in trouble. But no, I don't think the Sass deep. Again, when you get a lead like that, it's also like sometimes you change the way you look at the game, right? Like, and that could have sparked a fire in Calgary, and they just started firing. But again, like,
Right.
this is the NLL. You have to realize that teams can come back. So
Best of the best. Yep.
that's lacrosse, right? Like, it's a game of runs, and that's how it is. So, like, I know this is going to sound bad, but when you get up and you step, you just keep stepping on someone's throat. Like, you don't stop.
Correct.
Like, and this is a league where you can't stop because Calgary showed what you can do when you let your foot off the gas. They come back, they make it a game, they almost win, and then, but again, I thought I didn't like the holding penalty late in the game
Mm-hmm.
that put kind of Calgary in a spot where they couldn't get a chance to tie the game. Like,
So
yeah,
Liam
he took one.
LeClaire.
Like, I think they called Salama on the hold, like with 40 seconds left, I want
Oh
to
yeah.
say.
So with 18 seconds, it says Liam
18.
LeClaire got called for
Oh,
holding.
Liam LeClaire, yeah, that's who it was.
And
Yeah, so
then, like you said, within those 18 seconds was Zach Mann's messenger empty netters.
exactly.
So
So it
you're
was
right
like
about that.
you weren't scoring. Like, once you go down there, the game's over. So again, yeah, it a penalty, maybe.
Sure.
But with 18 seconds left, just let the guys finish the game. Like, it was
Mm,
it was a 14-13 game at that point. Like, it wasn't
that's the
for a hold. Like, come on.
so it's interesting you say that because it's because Pat Gregoire ends up bringing up Jalen Hurts, and the reason he says how did Jalen Hurts was terrible last night. We already know this. My point. So the reason I bring that up
Because
because I
you can
kind of
see my Barkley jersey in the background.
oh gee no shame on you, sir.
I'm a Birds fan, bud. Go Birds.
Oh my gosh. Well, good thing Barkley came back down to earth, but this is an NLL show, anyways. So I'm glad he actually brought up Jalen Hurts because you mentioned the penalty late, and I've seen in the NBA and the NFL a lot of fans will say, "Well, you can't call that late." I'm like, well, I mean, here's the thing: holding in lacrosse is like a subjective call.
Yeah.
Like, they can say it happens on every play. And like you said, his was technically a penalty, but wasn't like because you've let him get away with it. Probably it was odd. It was an odd play.
No, and I get, like, I think football is a very, like, different one because, like, again, this is a lacrosse show, but a penalty in football is a penalty in football
Well,
most of the
pass
time.
interference is a spot foul. This right here, though,
It's tough.
you can let
I
it slide. Will it
I don't
affect the
love it.
play?
It is, but it was called, and that's the way it goes.
Correct.
You watch the replay. Troy Cornley on the bench didn't love it either. So yeah.
There you go. There's some ammo for you. All right, so now let's get into our top 5 teams, or your top 5 teams. I'll remind the people that last week here your list was we post way too much on the show. Hold on. Your list here it is. That's a lie. Anyways, I post whatever.
Buffalo at 1.
Well, look at you, Mr. Prepared. Here it is. Yeah, Buffalo, Vancouver, Sask, Rochester, Oshawa. How are we looking this week?
Yeah, I'll go Buffalo at 1 still.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna move Sask up. I'll go them with the 2 spot because I
All
think their
right.
offense was firing, but I think their defense is gonna bounce back and be better.
Right.
I won't bump down Vancouver too much. I'll go them in the 3.
There you go.
I'll keep Roch in the 4 just because they haven't played.
Which sucks, but yeah.
New 5. I'm gonna put the Seals up into 5.
Okay, so you do like the fact that they kind of shut down Ottawa early.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just now that we've seen everyone but Rochester, and
Right.
Philly, I guess, and Vegas, but
I gotta tell people, if the season ended today, on everyone's bingo card, Philadelphia's in, Vancouver's out. So for the record there, in case we're all keeping track, everyone had that on their bingo card this year.
Yeah, but yeah, no, there's my top 5. I got San Diego coming up. I think their offense is good. If their defense can hold down and O'Rig and that can be what I know he can be, then they're going to be in good shape as well.
What is your thoughts on O'Rig potentially stealing the Big Rig nickname there?
He can have it. That's
that is until they call you.
If you ask Patty Gregoire, Dawson Theed's the Big Rig, so there's a few of them running around.
No, well, we gotta find a nickname for. I mean, Watso's good. You got like I know Tom. I called him Dylan Hess, the Hess truck. That was fun. We gotta find like maybe you could be the semi.
Yeah, I like that.
Semi's not bad. Semi Joel Watson. I like it. All righty. Thank you for your time once again. We're gonna have a way more games to get to next Tuesday, and
we got a full slate next week.
It's gonna be good stuff too because Rochester's in there. I'm interested. There's a couple of contenders playing some very good teams.
Yeah, I've already made my picks. I know who I'm taking. So
I'll be sure to text you afterwards because you went. I forgot what your record is now.
I was perfect this weekend.
That's right. So yeah, because you're 4-2. There you go. You did only one who chose Halifax. Good for you, sir.
In the nest, Halifax in the nest.
11-2. I don't think anyone saw coming, but you were.
No, no, I did not see that coming.
But hey, you did choose it, and there you go. Did you bet it or no?
No, I didn't. I didn't bet it. Cool bet's illegal.
That's. We'll tell the polar bears to lighten up a little bit.
For sure.
Thank you, Joel. Have a good one, man.
Take it easy, buddy. Thank you.
Oh, this show's gonna be awesome for the rest of the time. So there you go, Joel Watson, of course, NLL goalie, GMO Junior A Warriors, Whitby, that's a mouthful, Whitby Junior A Warriors in the OJLL. Tonawanda Braves Can-Am goalie to keep himself ready.